and I am subbing for Deanna tonight. If you have not practiced with me before or it's been a while, my only rule is that nothing is required. Everything is just an option. Please take modifications if needed, and if just something doesn't feel right in the body, you don't feel pressured that if I'm doing a certain pose, you have to look that certain way, or everyone's different, and we all feel different on a daily basis. So just be gentle with yourself and listening to your body. So tonight, we're going to start in a nice seated position. It can be an easy pose, or you can be like crisscross applesauce, and if that doesn't feel good on your knees, you can always have your legs out, whatever feels comfortable to you. And then sometimes I just like to sway a little side to side before coming into stillness right away. Especially I know a lot of us maybe just got off of work and have all this energy built up, and just coming to stillness is sometimes challenging. So closing the eyes, moving gently side to side, maybe even little circles one way and then the other, releasing any tension, coming into ease in the body. And then whenever you're ready, maybe finding that stillness, rooting the sit bones down into the floor, lengthening the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Closing the eyes, you're letting the gaze be nice and heavy. Fingertips soft on the knees. And then taking a big inhale through the nose. Nice exhale out the mouth. Begin to observe the breath, observe the body. With every inhale, feeling the expansion and space lifting in the body. And then with every exhale, feeling the body release and soften just a bit more. And as you breathe here, relaxing and softening, I'd like to read you a quote that goes along with our theme for tonight. Our theme is about gratitude, and there's an author, Melody Betty. She says, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos, order, confusion to clarity. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. So as you breathe here, being present in the body, if it resonates with you, maybe setting a small intention for your practice. It can be a positive affirmation, or maybe it's releasing something that no longer serves or benefits you. Or it can be as simple as just gratitude. Gratitude for today. Maybe gratitude for your practice. Or just gratitude for life. And then we'll just take another big inhale through the nose. Nice exhale out the mouth. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Keeping the eyes closed or heavy. You're going to slowly roll the shoulders up and down. Just rolling them down the back, opening up the chest. taking the chin to the chest. Slowly blink the eyes open, nice and easy. We'll inhale the gaze all the way to the center. On your next breath in, we'll inhale the arms all the way up, gaze is in between the thumbs. Exhale, let the hands float next down to the side, nice and soft. Couple more times, inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Lengthening nice and tall, and then exhale, release. I'm just going to take that right hand, place it off on the side of the mat, and then inhale that left arm all the way up. Reaching those fingertips towards the ceiling. On the exhale, begin to bend over to the right. We're planting that left foot bone down into the ground so you feel that whole stretch in the side body. And you don't have to even go that deep. You can always back off just a bit and then breathing into the stretch. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale both arms all the way up, nice and tall. And then exhale, taking the left hand down to the ground. We'll lift that right arm all the way up, lengthening. And if it feels good, exhale, begin to move over to the left, grounding that right foot bone into the ground. And all the intercostal muscles of the ribs open up gently. Taking a full breath in, full breath out. On your next inhale, we're going to take that right arm and begin to squeeze it across the floor, nice and easy. And begin to take that left arm all the way up, maybe even back just a bit, open up the chest. And then we'll gently sweep that left arm all the way down in front. And inhale the top arm, that right arm all the way up, tiny back bend. We're just going to do this a few times. You can follow my lead or even close your eyes. And just following the breath, and following the movements of the body. Imagine us if you were moving through mud, moving through honey, nice and easy. Sometimes today in society we're programmed to move as fast as we can and get things done. But in this moment, in this practice, you can take your time. This is your journey, your rules. And then wherever you are, we'll just do one more. And then inhale both arms all the way up, lifting. And then exhale, take the hands behind you, clasp the hands behind your back. We'll inhale, press the chest up, press the knuckles down towards the floor. And stay here if it feels good. Maybe release the clasp, take the fingertips down towards the floor. And inhale, lift the hips up just a bit, opening up the chest and back. And then exhale, the hips down. We'll take the hands out in front of us and begin to walk them out. Maybe sway a little side to side. If it feels good, you can take your forearms to a block or to a pillow. Or if you have the space, you can take it all the way down to the floor. So again, swing is always nice in the body. You can always find something. Maybe it feels good to wander off to one side. Maybe see what's going on. Yeah. Taking the chin towards the chest. Just letting the low back release. Taking one breath in. And one breath out. And to slowly walk the hands all the way back up. If you have your feet crossed, just placing the opposite in front, balancing ourselves out. We're going to inhale the arms all the way up again. Exhale, begin to twist over to the right. Right hand comes to the back, left hand on top of the knee. We'll inhale, lift the spine nice and tall. Exhale, begin to slowly twist to the right. Nothing too deep. Again, inhaling, creating space in the body. And then exhale, moving into that space. One more breath in. And then on the breath out, coming back towards center, nice and easy. We'll both arms up again. And then exhale, just twisting to the other side. Inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, twisting just a bit. Again, inhale. Exhale, maybe moving in just a centimeter more. And then that's the last thing, just chin towards the back of the room. Full breath in. Full breath out. And coming back to center. So we're going to take our right elbow, and you can even bend it behind the back. And gently press the elbow down. See if you can lift the chin up just a bit. Open up the shoulders. If you have space, you can take the left hand behind, and maybe the fingertips clasp. You know, that's okay, as long as they're reaching towards each other. And if it feels good, leaning over to the left, maybe opening up that right elbow, looking past it. So gently let go of that. And you windmill the arm, so the right arm underneath the left. Just wrap them on a nice needle arm. We'll inhale, press the fingertips gently towards the ceiling, around the upper back. Taking one breath. One breath. Just taking that left arm across the chest, thumb pointing up, and gaze over to the left. Inhale in. And then exhale. See if you can move the thumb pointing towards the floor. Just a different kind of stretch in the arm. And again, one inhale in. One exhale out. Gently take that left elbow and begin to bend it in the back of the head again. Gently pressing down, staying here. Or again, maybe seeing the fingertips clasped. And one side might be more open than the other, and that's okay. This side I'm a little more stiff on, but just noticing. If it feels good, bending over to the right side, opening up the left wing, looking past it. And gently let go of that, swing the left arm underneath the right eagle arm. And you'll press the fingertips up around the upper back. Big breath in. Big breath out. And gently taking that right arm over the chest, thumb pointing up, gaze looks over that right shoulder. Inhaling through the nose, and exhaling out. And then moving the palm towards the front of the room, thumb points down, and again, inhale in. Exhale out. Releasing out of that, inhale, cactus arms, press the chest up. And then exhale, taking the hands back down to the front, laying a little side to side. Maybe taking that block or pillow in front of you, placing the forearms down, or placing the forearms on the ground. You can also use the block or pillow on the forehead, resting it. Releasing any tension that might have built up in the neck and the back. We'll take one more inhale in. One more exhale out. Begin to walk the hands all the way back. Either rolling over the knees or coming to a side seat. Then come up to tabletop. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Fingertips spread nice and wide, like they're digging into wet sand at the knees. And just moving forward and back, side to side a bit, warming up the wrist. Find a bit of stillness, lengthening out the spine all the way to the neck. Inhale, lower the belly, open up the chest, gaze looks up. Exhale, round the upper back, belly to spine, chin to chest. And a couple more times. Inhale, pull the heart through, tailbone point up. And then exhale, down the upper back. Last time, inhale for cow pose. Exhale to cat pose. And then coming back to neutral. So try to keep the hips square and try not to move them. But we're going to move our obliques and begin to look over to that right pinky toe. And coming back towards center. And then looking over to left pinky toe. Warming up the spine in a different direction. So engage the core, really press it down through all 10 knuckles, engage the core, tuck the toes under, and we're going to just lift the knees, hover them just for a few breaths, warming up the core, warming up the shoulders. Observing the breath, let it be nice and calm. All the way up and back, keeping the knees up. Lengthen out the spine. Neck and head are soft, maybe wiggle them back and forth. And then when you're ready, pedaling out the feet, straightening one leg, and then bending the other back and forth. Just opening up the backs of the legs, nice and gentle. Gaze is looking in between the feet or in between the calves. And if it feels good, inhale up onto the toes, and then exhale, extend the heels down towards the mat. No worries if they don't have to. 2 more times. Inhale up onto the toes, and then exhale, heels down towards the mat. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next inhale, we're going to begin to slowly roll all the way out to a plank pose. On the exhale, begin to lift your hips all the way up and back, downward facing. Again, you can always bend the knees if you need to. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, rolling out like a nice big wave in the ocean. And then exhale all the way back, downward facing. Last time. Inhale, all the way to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, gaze towards the top of the mat, and then simply walk all the way up. Nice, slow upper beach. Once you make your way there, fold over the legs. Maybe grab onto opposite elbows, sway side to side. Generous bend in the knees. Try to get the belly to match the thighs. Maybe the head becomes parallel to the floor. And let all that tension go in the neck. And then we'll put your fingertips down to ground, keeping the head nice and heavy, and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Once you make it up to standing, rolling the shoulders back, inhale the arms all the way up, squeeze the chin between the chin. Exhale, hands off the hips, long dive down, nice and easy. Inhale, halfway lift, hands can be on top of the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands forward, and then step back into plank. Take further breath in. And on the breath out, lower the knees down, and then begin to bend the elbows, graze the ribcage all the way down, and then flatten the toes onto the ground. Inhale, lift the chest up just an inch for baby cobra, and then exhale down. Inhale, maybe a little higher this time, and then exhale down. Last time, inhale, maybe to a full cobra, and then exhale down. Tuck the toes under to the ground, and then hands are still right underneath your shoulders, and then elbows pointing straight back. Engage the core and press all the way up into a plank pose. And then exhale all the way back, downward facing. And then pedaling out the feet just for a breath. Inhale, gaze towards the top of the mat. And then exhale, stepping all the way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And slowly begin to roll one knot at a time, all the way up. Rolling the shoulders up. Inhale, the arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Now take the hands down to the back. Squeezing the rib cage. This time we're going to take the fingertips outside. Inhale, step. And exhale, take that right shoulder towards the midline. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, take the left shoulder towards the midline. And then inhale back up. And then exhale, release. Hands come right underneath the shoulders again. Elbows pointing back. Into a cobra. Stay here, this is enough. Maybe engage the core and the glutes a bit. Down to the top of the feet. Sink downward facing dog. And then exhale. All the way back. Down. Inhale. Gaze towards the top of the mat. This time exhale. Maybe take a big step towards the top. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. This time root to rise all the way to standing. Lifting the arms. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands down, stepping back to plank pose. So your choice, you can do a chaturanga, or you can way into a cobra. We'll all meet back to a downward facing dog. So just finding what gaze towards the top of the mat, and then exhale, stepping all the way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way to standing, lifting the arms. Thumbs meet at the top. Thumbs come to the third eye. And then palms and thumbs come to the chest. So as we stand here, maybe close the eyes. Really rooting the feet down into the earth, and then lifting the crown all the way to the sky. Lengthen. Just pressing the thumbs into the heart, finding that heartbeat, knowing that you are alive and well in this very moment. And we'll just take 3 big inhale in. Exhale out. Gaze all the way up. Exhale, hinge and set swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands down, step back into plank pose. And then take your flow, whatever that may look like. All meet back up into a downward facing dog. On your next breath in, we'll lift the left toes all the way up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, 3-legged down dog. If it feels good, maybe do 2 hip circles in one. And on your next inhale, we'll lift that left leg all the way up, squaring off the hip. Exhale, knee comes to the chest, hold. Inhale, the left leg all the way back up. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to nose, hold. One more time. Inhale that left leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to chest. And then left foot comes the hands low lunge. So if you have your blocks or even some books, you can place them underneath your hips and let the hips settle. And we'll slowly lower that back knee down. Flatten that back. So staying here, if this is okay, you can always place both hands on that front knee. And you can always take your hips up first, not trying to force and push them forward. Please start here with the tailbone pointing down. And then as you breathe, use the hips to move just a centimeter more. Fingertips can be energetically rooted towards the floor. Rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest. Taking 2 more breaths. We'll take the hands back down to the floor, down to the blocks, and begin to take the hips over that back knee. We're going to straighten out that front leg. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. If you need to put a slight bend in that front that as well. And we'll inhale, lengthen up the spine. And then exhale, maybe moving just a centimeter or two. As long as you feel that nice lengthening in the back of the leg. Two more breaths. And then one more breath. So we're just going to roll through this for 2 rounds. So your next inhale, we're going to come all the way up nice and slow. And then exhale, coming back into that half split. One more time. Inhale, pulling the chest forward. And then exhale, coming back. Half split. On your next inhale, we'll come all the way forward, keeping your hands on the blocks or on the floor. We'll tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then spin that back heel down to the ground. Really engage the core, and then we'll windmill our arms all the way open in warrior two. Then just checking in with your stance. You can always shorten the stance. That feels better on the hips or the knees. And see if that knee is stacking right on top of the ankle or a little behind, as long as it's not in front. And I always like to imagine an imaginary wall behind me, and I want to press that left thigh up against it. Arms are nice and long. And roll the shoulders down the back. Soften your face. Feeling yourself grounded, feeling strong and stable. On your next breath in, you're going to straighten up that front knee and lift all the way up. Exhale, coming back to warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale down. The last time, let the inhale lift you up. And the exhale let you settle. On your next breath in, we're going to reverse our warrior. And then exhale, keep the legs where they are, and just moving the upper body towards the front. Extended side angle. Forearms really pressing down into the top thigh. And top arm can be straight or even extended over, rooting that back heel into the ground. And we'll inhale, reverse. Exhale, coming over, extended side angle. The last time, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. This time we'll inhale all the way back to warrior two. On your next breath in, we're going to inhale all the way up, toes point towards the right side. And then exhale, bring the warrior two towards the back of the mat. Settling for a breath. Inhale all the way back up to center. Exhale, coming to the warrior two towards the front. One breath in. One breath out. One more time. Inhale to center. Exhale, warrior two towards the back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale up to center. And exhale, warrior two towards the front. On your next breath in, inhale, reverse your warrior, and then exhale, windmill the arms down, low lunge. The left foot meets the right into plank pose. You can go straight to downward facing dog or take your flow. And then let's just breathe here for 3 rounds of breath. If you want to come down to child's pose to take a breather, that's totally fine. This is our active rest. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale the right toes all the way up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Circle out the ankle, circling out the hip. And then inhale, straighten up that right leg, lift the heel up. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to nose, hold. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to nose, hold. Last time, inhale the leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to chest, foot comes in between the hands, low lunge. blocks or books, whatever props you have. Let this settle. And then gently lower the knee, flatten that back foot. Maybe staying here on the block or the book. Vary the height if you can. And always take your hands on your knees. And maybe start your hips back just a bit. And then as you breathe, every exhale, keeping the hips just a bit more. And then backing off if something doesn't feel good. Rolling the shoulders down the back. Lifting the crown of the head towards the ceiling. One more breath in. One breath out. And we'll just take the hands back down to the block or the floor. And just shifting the hips over that left knee. And flexing that right foot, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. Square as much as possible. Breath into back the leg. One breath in. One breath out. We'll just roll through that a couple more times. Inhale, coming up into our low lunge. Exhale all the way back, half a spin. One more time. Inhale towards the front. And then exhale all the way back. This time we'll come all the way forward. On the blocks or on the tip of the back toes, lift the back knee, turn that back heel down. Before and windmill the arms all the way up for your dome. Engage your hips level. Again, checking in with that front knee, that thigh up against that imaginary wall. And then energetically reaching equally towards the front and the back of the room with the fingertips. Feel the opening of the hips, feel the grounding of the hips. Stay for one more breath. Your next breath in, we'll straighten up that front knee, lift all the way. Exhale, warrior pose. Again, inhale. Exhale down. Last time, inhale. On your next no reverse warrior. Keeping the legs where they are. Exhale, coming over to the front extended side angle. Pressing that forearm down into the thigh. Extending that left arm all the way up and overhead. So grounding through that back heel. Maybe see if you can roll the shoulder back a little more, opening up the chest. Creating more space in the body. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, coming over, extended side angle. Last side, inhale, reverse. And exhale, coming over, extended side angle. Inhale to warrior. Staying here for a while. Inhale all the way towards center. And then exhale, warrior two towards the back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale all the way back up to center. And then exhale, warrior two towards the front. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, warrior two towards the back. Nice inhale in. And a calm breath out. Inhale up towards center, and then exhale, warrior two towards the front. On your next breath in, reverse. And on your exhale, coming down, low lunge, hands plant, right foot meets the left. And going straight into downward facing or taking your flow. And we're just going to stay here for 3 rounds of breath again. And we're all going to meet into a child's pose. Take a breather just for a second. You can always get there sooner if needed. When you slowly lower the knees meet together, and the knees come as wide as comfortable, shifting the hips back towards the heels, reaching the arms towards the front of the room. And then let the third eye, the forehead, just rest on the ground or even rest on the pillow or a block. Releasing the shoulders to the ground. Do well with your on your next inhale, take both hands off to the right of the mat. Plant the left hand down on the floor and anchor it with your right hand up. Press that left hip towards the left heel, feeling that stretch in the side. Inhale all the way back to center. And then coming on to the other side, anchoring that right hand down with the left. And I'm pressing that right sit bone down towards the right heel. Breathing through the side body. And then we'll come all the way back to center. Coming into our tabletop. Try and tuck the toes under. And then lift the hips all the way up and back. Down our face. Towards the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roots to rise all the way standing, lifting the arms. Exhale, hinge and hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands down, stepping back to plank pose. So we're going to hang out here in plank pose. If you want a little more challenge, maybe lower the knees, pressing down to the belly. Maybe 2 more times. And then maybe 1 more time. Staying here, engaging the core. And lifting the hips up just a bit, rolling onto the right side. Lift that left arm all the way up. Side plank. So you can stack your hips, or let the feet be staggered. And see if you can press that left hip up towards the sky, and the left arm arcing over. Staying here for 1 more breath. Coming back towards center. And we'll lift the hips up just a bit. Rolling on to the other side. Lift that right arm all the way up. Feet to be on top of each other, staggered. Lift the right hip up. Maybe arch that right arm over. Really pressing that left palm down into the mat. And then taking the right hand back down into your plank pose. So going straight into downward facing dog or taking your flow. Moving back into downward facing dog. So on your next breath in, we're going to lift the left toes, bend knee, open up the hip just for a breath. You're now stirring up that left leg. And then exhale, knee to right elbow, hold. Inhale the left leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to chest or knee to nose. And then inhale, left foot all the way up. Exhale, knee to left elbow, left shoulder. And then plant that left foot on the outside of that left hand. Pushing down into lizard pose. So if you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to lower that back and flatten the back foot. To give you more leverage, you can always place your hands on blocks or a pillow. If you have the space, you can even place your forearms down onto the floor, down onto the top. Sometimes it feels nice to roll onto the outside of that front foot, opening the hips a bit more. Just seeing what works for you. And just trying to find a nice, easy spot to relax in. Maybe tucking the chin in towards the chest, closing the eyes. We're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath. You can always come out of this. gently come down into pigeon pose. So that left knee is in line with that left hip. The feet is hips are squared to the mat. Looking back and seeing if that right leg is straight right behind that right hip point. If this is too much, you can always place a pillow or a block underneath that left glute to give you a little more leverage. And if this is really too much on the hips or the knees, you can always come into a seated figure four or a supine or reclining figure four. You still get that great stretch of it. So wherever you are, maybe closing the eyes again. Maybe walking the forearms down to a block pillow, even more. Bowing the chin. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, soften the body just a bit more. We want to work with our body and find harmony with ourselves. The more we tense, the more we're fighting against ourselves. Now focus all in the breath. We're concentrating on the big inhale and deeper exhale. And if you have the space, you can even lay your third eye or forehead on top of your hands, a pillow, or a block. Sometimes we call it a sleeping pigeon, but whatever feels good to you. If it doesn't feel good, you can always back up a bit. Our hips are very tight usually because emotionally, that's where all of our, what I like to say, our emotional junk ends up in. We hold different emotions in our body. In yoga, especially these kinds of poses are so great. Slowly opening and creating space in the body. So we'll take one more breath in. And the breath out, coming all the way back up on the hands. Tuck the back toes and lift all the way back up into a downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. And then on your next breath in, we'll lift the right toes all the way up. Bend the knee, open up the hips. Inhale, straighten up that right leg. And exhale, knee to left elbow, hold. Inhale that right leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to nose, hold. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. And the right foot comes on the outside of that right hand. Gently lowering that back knee down to the ground, coming into lizard pose. So again, staying here or coming onto the blocks if you need. And then opening up the hip, maybe rolling onto the outside of that right foot if that feels good. Coming down onto the forearms if that feels okay. And again, each side's going to feel different. So no judgment, just observation. Coming back to that breath. See if your breathing got a little more shorter or shallow. If it did, just intentionally deepening each breath. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and gently just heel toe that right foot across, lowering the legs all the way down, nice and gentle. So again, you can always have the option of putting a pillow or a block underneath that right sit bone, or coming into that figure four. letting the hips settle. And then if you have the space and if it feels good, taking the forearms down to a prop or down to the floor. Tucking the chin in. Closing the eyes if that feels good. And breathing through any tension you may have in the body or even in the mind. Stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. Big inhale in, deeper exhale out. Slowly begin to walk the hands all the way back up. And we're just going to come to a side seat on the right, and then gently swing that left leg all the way out in front of you. Lengthening out the legs. Maybe wiggling them out, getting some more circulation back into. So we're going to flex the toes. We're going to do a forward fold. You can do more of a eccentric stretch with me, or if you have a pillow, you can always put a pillow right in between your legs and your belly and begin to just fold over it. You want just a deeper stretch. We'll inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, hips, chest comes forward. Exhale, take the hands down wherever you may land, whether it's on the mat, on the legs, or you can reach it. Pulling the chest forward. And then exhale, begin to round the upper back, releasing all the muscles and tension in the body. Still lengthening out the back of the legs. But no need to hold on or tense anything. Taking one breath in. And one breath out. Slowly rolling all the way back up. And with control, using your foot, we're going to slowly roll all the way down onto our back. And begin to pull in the left knee in towards the chest. Flex and point the foot, rolling out the ankle. Take the left arm onto a half T. And then slowly guide that left knee down towards the right. Try to keep that left shoulder onto the ground. You can look over to the left fingertip, even closing the eyes. Breathing into the twist. Great for detoxing the body. Just notice if you're holding on to anything, whether it's in your hands or your face. Breathe through it and let go, knowing that the floor is there to support you. When you're ready, we'll slowly bring that left knee back into the chest. And then straighten it to meet the right. And then we'll go ahead and bend that right knee into the chest, point and flex the foot, circle out the ankle. And then take the right arm out into a half T. And then slowly lower that right knee down towards the left, keeping that right shoulder onto the ground. Taking a big belly breath in. Nice exhale out. Softening the body. Releasing any tension. Just feeling the ground beneath you. Absorbing that calm energy of the earth. When you're ready, bring that knee back into the chest. Give it a last good squeeze. And you can just straighten that leg. We'll come into our final pose, Shavasana. If you want to place a pillow underneath the knees, which is nice for the low back sometimes, you can do that. Or even place a pillow or blanket underneath the head to support the neck. We'll just let the palms lay right next to our sides, radiating up towards the sky. And then tuck the chin in just a centimeter in to lengthen out the back of the neck. And then taking a big breath in, maybe the biggest breath you've taken in all day. Pause at the top. Exhale nice and slow. Begin to relax the feet, the toes and the ankles. Relaxing the calves, the knees, and the tops of the thighs. Softening the hips and the pelvis. And then letting this peaceful sensation And then taking one breath in, one breath out. At the bottom of the exhale, slowly begin to press yourself all the way to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed or heavy. And then once you make your way there, taking the hands to heart center, bowing the chin in gratitude for taking this time, not only for your practice, but for yourself. And just to remember that you do enough, you have enough, and you are enough. Thank you so much all for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Well, thank you everyone so much for coming tonight. I'm so excited I got to teach this. I will be